Ave, my name is Aurelian, and today I will try to tell you about the Syrian civil war. This civil war began as a part of larger protests in Arabic world, which are called the Arabic Spring. They began in the year 2011 and led to many events like coup in Egypt and the Libyan civil war. At the beginning, there were protests for democracy in Syria and protests against Assad, leader and dictator of Syria at the time. Against him formed the democratic opposition. Armed opposition was then supported by Western world in states like Turkey and Saudi Arabia. Kurdish people also rose up in the north of the country. In year 2013, opposition managed to control almost all of northern part of the country, but then Islamic State emerged and they managed to conquer a lot of territory in Syria and almost entire northern Iraq until they were defeated in the year 2017. In the year 2016, Turkey joined the conflict and they got the goal to create a safe zone in the north of the country, near their borders, which they accomplished. France and Russia also joined the bombing of Islamic State, and Russia began to support Syrian government under Assad. But Russia then returned many of their military assets from there because Turkey shut down their jet in the year 2015. After the fall of the Islamic State in year 2017, the borders between factions shut down, with the Kurds securing northeastern part of the country, with the river Euphrates as border between Syrian government and the Kurds. The opposition is still in Syria, but they are now in lower numbers, with not having so much territory. Factions. Government. They ruled entire Syria before the civil war. Their leader is Assad, and they are supported mainly by Russia, which sent their military air force to support them, and Iran. Opposition. They rebelled against the government. Their main goal is to create a democratic Syria, and they are supported by Turkey, Saudi Arabia, France, and the United Kingdom. Now, they do not hold so much territory, and some of their soldiers switch sides and join the Islamic State. Al-Nusra. They are warriors who fought in Afghanistan and Iraq. They are a branch of terrorist group Al-Qaeda. Part of their fighters joined Islamic State as well. Now, they hold part of northwestern territory in Syria. Islamic State. They used to be a branch of Al-Qaeda in Iraq, but in 2013 they managed to expand into Syria, and after that they expanded into northern Iraq. But global alliance formed against them and they were defeated. Kurds. They are a minority in Turkey, Syria and Iraq, and they don't have their own state. After fighting with the government's forces and the Islamic State, they managed to control the entire northeastern territory with the river Euphrates as border. They lost some territories in the north after the invasion of Turkey. Turkey. They invaded Syria in two phases. First one in 2016, and their goal was to create a 90 km corridor to fight against the Islamic State. Second invasion came in 2018 and 2019. And they captured several territories from the Kurds in the north. Those operations are called Operation Euphrates Shield. What is my opinion about the civil war? This civil war led to displacement and death of many people. I would support the democratic opposition, but they might be affiliated to terrorist organizations, so I think that the best way would be to take United Nations as blue helmets and stop the fighting, or the invasion of Syria by the United Nations, which would lead to democratic Syria, with Kurds having their own autonomous region, like in Iraq. This effort is blocked in the United Nations by Russia and its allies. This would also lead to increased safety in the region, so there would be less migrants who are coming to Europe. This is all. If you like this, you can give like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Salvete!